You know, you lost a baby. You miscarried.
Mm-hmm. It's been a rough road back. He was working really hard when I was pregnant. He was taking good care of us. But once we lost the baby, you know, things just fell off.
Mr. Goodlet, what has changed since she lost the baby? What's different and how are you different?
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. When Lauren and Raheem met at a party 4 years ago, they felt an instant love connection, and their relationship was great until she miscarried their first baby 6 months ago. Now their relationship has become unmoored, and they aren't sure if they can rekindle that loving feeling.
It's been some rough times, but in the last 6 months, things have just deteriorated to a place where I don't even know what to do with him anymore. If we can't reconcile things, I don't know how we're going to move forward in this relationship.
My girl, she's always going through these mood swings, and I want to make sure that we can get past this. Over the last few months, things have been rough.
Both Lauren and Raheem say they still love each other with all their hearts, but will love be enough to get them to the altar? Today on Divorce Court Before Your Vows.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
This is the case of Lauren Pacelli versus Raheem Goodlet. The two of you have been engaged for 4 years. You're here because you don't know whether or not you should get married, and you would like my opinion on the matter. You have a marriage license, and you have given me your permission to tear it up if I feel that the marriage is ill-advised. But before we've done that, I've given you compatibility tests, which were interesting, and I also want to talk to you a little bit about your relationship. So I'm going to start with you, Ms. Pacelli, and why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're worried about whether or not you should marry.
Okay, well, my goody bear and I, we've been together for 4 years.
Goody bear?
My goody bear.
All right.
That's my man. And I love him with all of my heart, Your Honor, absolutely. But he's always been, one of the biggest issues is that he's been challenged in the world of employment, shall we say. You know, the work is there. Sometimes it's steady, sometimes it pays well, sometimes it's not there at all. Like early on in our relationship, he was working as a dishwasher in a restaurant. It wasn't the most glamorous job, but it was steady, and he was making all right money, and it was good. So I called over there one day because I was supposed to run some errands for him in the afternoon. I wanted to check in with him, make sure everything was all right. I called the place up, and the guy on the line tells me, oh, goody, he hadn't been here in 2 weeks. And he'd been getting up every day and coming home like he'd been at work.
Mr. Goodlet, were you going out and pretending that you were at work and you had actually quit?
Yeah, I had quit. The thing was, I felt like the job was very demeaning.
Demeaning,
You know,
it was a job.
I'd stay for all hours of the night. Everybody else from the kitchen, from the whole restaurant is gone. I'd be there till 4 o'clock in the morning washing dishes.
Right.
You know, I get these blisters on my hands.
Right.
And,
He's so
and you know,
delicate.
and I just felt like I wasn't making enough money.
Right,
So,
It's not about demeaning, it's about the money. It may not be what you wanted, but until you get what you want, it's what you have. So you deal with that so you can continue to get better, right?
Yeah, well, I'm an ambitious person anyway, so I'm always going to go out there and look for more and seek more. So that's what I did.
Don't give up what you have before you seek more. But
Well,
anyway, Ms. Pacelli, go forward. What else is the problem?
You want to talk about degrading. Okay, so right now, he is selling incense. You know, like you walk through New York City and there are guys on the corner selling their incense and their soap and their CDs. That's my boo.
Incense, soap, and CDs.
Yeah, whatever's on the table that day, you know?
You selling incense, soap, and CDs?
Yeah, you know, I got the incense. I'm out there hustling my frankincense, and you know, I got my soaps, my black soaps. You know, you got some nice skin. That black soap will work wonders on you.
You see?
Oh, so this is for women of color.
This is for
Soap
women of
for
color.
women of
Yeah,
color.
I work uptown in Harlem.
And then CDs.
There's mixtapes, you know. I got Teddy Pendergrass, Luther Vandross, stuff you might like.
But, Mr. Goodlet, I will tell you this: at least you got some people who actually can carry a tune and got a melody.
Yeah.
You know, Teddy and all that, not the hippity rippity rock.
Yeah.
Rhyming some words. I'll give you props for good taste in music,
Thank you,
Mr.
thank you.
Goodlet. Now listen, he's getting his hustle on, right? And some men are meant to work for themselves.
Right.
Maybe he's that guy. Does he bring home money from his hustle?
He does, he does. He's certainly going to always claim perhaps a little bit more than what he actually brings home.
Well, how much does he bring home any given week?
He says he always tries to make his quota $100 a day. Every day he's supposed to be bringing home $100 from his hustle.
And does he?
Not every day, no.
Yes, I do.
Well, do you work?
No, you don't. Yes, ma'am, I do.
And what do you do?
I am the office manager at a holistic wellness center.
Okay,
See, I
that's
got
a good job.
Respectable title. I'm only working part-time, I admit.
She don't make no money there.
I don't make no money.
She don't make
When
no
you
money.
say no money, how much is no money?
I mean, she brings home these little punk checks for like $250. I make at least $500, $600 a week going out there with my hustle. She's always knocking me for my hustle, but yet she's bringing home less money than me.
But Your Honor.
How you gonna knock him for his hustle if he's bringing home more money?
Okay, my coworkers, people I work with at my office, they saw my babe on the corner with his hustle. They come to me like, what, is he homeless? What's going on? Why is he out there on the street like that? What's he doing? How am I supposed to show him respect?
I don't think you should be embarrassed by that, you know?
You show him respect because Daddy came home with some money.
Thank you.
That's what you get respect for. You don't have to worry about what your friends think.
When divorce court before your vows continues, can Lauren recover and save her relationship with Raheem?
You know, we used to have tons of sex and all of that. Now she's like, she lays around, she's wearing these frumpy clothes. It wasn't like that before, you know? And I feel it's because of the loss of our baby, you know?
Do you wish you had listened to your mother? Are you ready to dump your mate? If you are, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com and become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court Before Your Vows is back with the case of Lauren Pacelli, who says she's having second thoughts about marrying her boyfriend of 4 years because he doesn't have a steady job. But are the couple's divergent backgrounds the real cause of their growing estrangement?
Does your family not like her, and why don't they like her? Mr. Goodland, why don't you tell me what it is about Ms. Pacelli that has you concerned with respect to the option of marriage?
Well, you know, we used to have tons of sex and all of that. Now she's like, she lays around, she's wearing these frumpy clothes. Like, she doesn't initiate any contact. It's all one-sided on that, and it wasn't like that before, you know? And I feel it's because of the loss of our baby, you know?
You know, you lost a baby. How long ago?
It's about 6 months ago.
6 months ago, you miscarried. And since then, the intimacy has decreased.
There have been issues, yeah.
Is it emotional issues as well? I mean, is it just not an intimacy thing? It's just you feel badly.
It's been a rough road back.
Right.
You know, I didn't even think that I could get pregnant, so.
You were surprised and happy.
I was surprised that it even happened.
Right.
And he was working really hard when I was pregnant. He was taking good care of us. But once we lost the baby, you know, things just fell off. And, you know, I haven't felt like the sexiest woman in the world or whatever.
Right.
Money's tight. And we always have these issues, and he's out all the time since I miscarried. Like, he used to go out, and it was cool, but now he's out almost every night. Mr.
Goodland, what has changed since she lost the baby? What's different, and how are you different?
Just her moods, you know, I've changed a lot too, because, you know, that really hurt me a lot, but I was able to get past it, I guess a little quicker than her. And I try to encourage her, I try to be compassionate.
He tells me to get over it. To get over it.
Do you tell her to get over it?
Baby, we gotta get over this. We gotta get over this.
It's been months, you know, I want her to get back on track. Try to do things for her that might make her happy. You know,
such as?
Like I bought her, you know, a little lingerie bustier with the edible panties and stuff like that.
Well, that was for you.
No, that was for us. That was for us.
Edible?
You know, I'm a big guy. I like my candy.
Right.
You know, so I try to get her nice things that, you know, to get the spark back.
I'm classy. Do I look like I'm gonna be wearing stuff that's gonna melt underneath my clothes? I know.
You're not supposed to look like anything. You're just supposed to be with me.
I think you were just hungry, my love.
I was.
Before I get to the part I want to get to, you both have trouble with your families, respectively. Why don't you start me out, Mr. Goodley? Does your family not like her, and why don't they like her?
I don't think it's the fact that they don't like her.
They call me Snow
really
Bunny.
No.
They call me Snow Bunny.
Do they call her Snow Bunny?
Yeah, they call her Snow Bunny.
And he
but
giggles. He giggles.
I spoke to them about it. You know, it was kind of funny. She looked like a snow bunny. You know,
On a particular day?
Yeah, on a particular day.
Did she have a bunch of white fur on or
something? Yeah, she had on a parka or something. Like she came from the
Okay, she looked
mountains.
like a snow bunny.
Yeah. So
Was it a term of endearment?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No
They do
way.
not like
Oh,
me.
okay, you weren't even gonna go out like that.
No, they do not
But
like me.
it was funny at the time, and she blew up off of that.
Okay. Does your family like him?
Not particularly, no.
What don't they like about it?
Well, you know, I come from a very old school Italian background. They believe in working very hard, and they also don't believe in mixed race relationships. So that's an issue that we have. But I think that, you know, my people would probably get over the fact that, you know, we're mixed if he were a little more respectable in terms of his employment and maybe being around the house instead of me going over to my family's home and crying into my coffee about he was out last night, I feel like he doesn't want to talk to me, where is he, why can't I get a hold of you? You know, if I didn't have to bring that to my family,
yeah.
they might...
Let me say this.
these
No.
are things that-
Let me say this. A key to in-law wrangling. Don't go to your in-laws and tell them what you don't like about your man, because that's all they see. Because when something good happens, boy, he really threw it down last night in bed, you don't call mama and tell her that. All she gets is the bad stuff.
Your
The
Honor,
good
they call
stuff
me a
they don't
deadbeat.
hear. So they get a really negative picture. Don't go like that.
When divorce court before your vows continues, what does Lauren say to have Judge Lynn singing her praises?
Mrs. Pacelli, just when I had lost hope for all of humanity, you show up here and knock it out of the park.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court Before Your Vows returns with the case of Raheem Goodlett, who says his relationship with his girlfriend of 4 years hasn't been the same since she miscarried their baby 6 months ago. But is her nagging really what's bringing this relationship down?
I never understood the blowing up the phone part. If he doesn't answer at 12:01, why call him at 12:05, 12:07, 12:10, 12:15? I don't understand that. Here's the time in the Before Your Vows session that I ask the stupidest question in the world. But I'm gonna do it anyway just 'cause. I'm gonna look at you and give you 60 seconds to give me the best and hardest sell on why you two should marry and what it is about him that makes him the guy you want to commit your life to. Sell it like a job. Go.
I love Goody with all my heart, and out of every man I've ever been with, I know that underneath all his hustle and his swag, he is nothing but one giant heart. When I am in his arms, I feel like the whole world could tumble down around us, and we'd still be able to hang on to each other. And that means more to me than pretty much anything else, like beyond the money, beyond the baby, beyond everything. You know, we have a connection, and we have from the get. We have from the get.
Mrs. Pacelli, just when I had lost hope for all of humanity, you show up here and knock it out of the park. God bless you. Now, look, wait a minute. The bar has been set high. You cannot come up light.
Okay.
So you now, did I give you 90 seconds or 60?
60.
60
Don't give him
seconds
extra time.
to tell me why she's the light of your life.
She's the light of my life because, you know, the way I met her was on my birthday, and that's my boobie. You know, we go out, we do things. She's just a great person to be around. She's very understanding for the most part. You know, I didn't really expect to have anybody.
Don't drift. Don't drift.
I didn't really expect to have anybody come into my life and love me the way that she has. You know, for the most part, she does understand my hustle. She understands that I want to get up and make our situation better. You know, and I really respect that. You know, she's a really good girl. You know, she tries her best at home. And I love her to death.
I'm gonna give you a B-.
B minus?
Okay?
I'll take a B.
Which is better than most people do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was better than most people do.
When divorce court before your vows continues, just where is Raheem?
You don't have to blow my phone up. Maybe I'm busy doing something at the moment.
But what are you doing?
Yeah,
Where are you that you can't answer
what
your
are you
phone?
busy with?
You know, I could be
Who
talking
are
to
you
somebody
busy
I'm trying to
with?
make a sale to.
At 4 a.m.
Divorce Court Before Your Vows returns with the case of Lauren Pacelli and Raheem Goodlet, who have been dating for 4 years and have come before Judge Lynn to see if they should marry.
What does he need to change in order for you to say I do?
Well, he could start by answering his phone.
I do answer my phone.
You do not
all
answer
the
your
time.
phone. He's got.
Are you
Yeah,
blowing his
honest,
phone
she calls
up?
all the time.
He's got
Are
3.
you blowing his phone up?
She's blowing my phone
When
up.
he's out till
I'm
4
there
in the
talking to
morning
people.
and I don't hear boo peep from him, yes, I am blowing up his phone. He's got 3 of them, all pay as you go.
I never understood the blowing up the phone part. If he doesn't answer at 12:01, why call him at 12:05, 12:07, 12:10, 12:15? I don't understand that. What you need to do is when he can't find you, talk to him when he gets back, not when you're angry, and say, look, I didn't know where you were. It concerned me. I thought it was disrespectful. Can we make a way that you can call me, tell you where you are, and work something out? That's what you do.
With a man.
And then as a man of honor and respect, what would you say in response to a request like that?
I'm fine with it. Like I tell her, I don't have a problem answering my phone.
Yes,
it's just
you do.
sometimes I can't answer my phone, and I always tell you I will call you back when the opportunity is right. You don't have to blow my phone up. Maybe I'm busy doing something at the
But
moment.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
Where are you that you can't answer
what
your
are you
phone?
busy with?
Who
You know,
are
I could be
who
talking
are
to
you
somebody
busy
I'm trying to
with?
make a sale to, or whatever.
At 4 a.m.
No, not at 4 a.m. You know,
Oh,
at 4 a.m.
oh,
I'm
boo-boo.
probably asleep at my mother's house.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
that's it. Oh, boo-boo, I'm
You know?
sorry. 3 nights a week, you come home at 4 in the morning. Oh, boo-boo, I fell asleep on my boy's couch. We were watching a movie. Oh, boo, I had to
It's
help my
true.
mama. I had to
Mr.
this, I had
Goodman,
to...
what do you expect to
Where are
change
you?
when you get married? What are you looking to accomplish by saying I do?
Well, first thing I'm looking to accomplish is spend the rest of my life with her. You know, I really feel like the problems that we're going through are not too heavy to the point where I wouldn't want to marry her.
Right.
You know, I would like.
I'm gonna tell you something. I like you people. I like you people a lot.
Thank you.
I see what you like in him, and I see what you like in her. I respect your hustle.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be comfortable with it on an ongoing basis just because that's the kind, you know, I'm not a secure individual, but I respect your hustle. I think you could do more than what you're doing with your hustle. I think you're a capable guy. Don't get comfortable with the corner. That's all I'm asking.
Please.
You take what you've got, and you've got a lot, and move forward with it. You got to respect his hustle because he's hustling more than you. You know, money is what money is. It doesn't come tagged with it, but he got it on the corner. It still pays the bills just like anything else.
No, I know.
You need to get, if you're not comfortable with your particular position, you need to get further employed.
All right,
Period.
okay.
Don't I say that all the
You
time?
got to come to the table with it. You can't just point across and say, I'm uncomfortable. You have to do something about it yourself. And I'm telling you to do all this.
All right.
I'm telling you to love each other. I'm telling you to work harder. I'm telling you to have a conversation. I'm telling you to answer the phone. I'm telling you to don't blow up his phone because it'll help you out when you do ultimately get married, which I really hope you do. Good luck to both of you.
Thank
This
you.
matter is adjourned.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
So she says it's a good idea.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead with this. We're gonna get married.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna step your hustle up?
I'll step it up. You know,
Like Goody Bear?
it's just stepping stones. You know, I'm trying to get further off in
You
life.
step forward, I'll step back a little bit. Maybe we find a nice middle
We'll
ground.
meet up in the middle. Make this work.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right.